For thousands of years, Earth lived in silence. The stars were bright, the universe was wide, but no one came. No alien ships crossed Earth's skies. No signals answered humanity's calls. To humans, Earth was alone, always had been. But far beyond Earth, that silence had a reason. In a dark chamber deep in space, ancient beings watched a glowing map of the galaxy. Countless stars shone on the display, but one planet was marked in red. Earth. They called it the Silent Planet. Long ago, Earth had been sealed away, not destroyed, not forgotten. Locked, an invisible barrier surrounded the planet, hiding it from the rest of the universe. No ship could pass. No signal could escape. It was done to protect the galaxy, and to protect humans from themselves. On Earth, people lived normal lives. Cities grew, wars came and ended, technology advanced. Humans reached for the stars, never knowing the truth. Every deep space signal they sent vanished into nothing. Scientists blamed distance. Leaders blamed limits. No one guessed the real reason. Then one night, everything changed. Deep in space, an ancient alarm awakened. A signal older than human history pulsed through the void. The barrier around Earth flickered for the first time in millennia. On Earth, satellites recorded strange readings. Stars vanished for a heartbeat. The sky shimmered, just for a moment. Most people never noticed, but some did. The watchers in space felt fear, because the silence was breaking. And if Earth was waking up, then the past was about to return. The barrier had always been there. Invisible, silent, unbreakable. It wrapped around Earth like a shell, older than mountains and deeper than memory. No human had ever seen it. No human had ever felt it. Yet it controlled everything beyond the sky. Far away, the ancient watchers gathered again. Their voices were low and tense. The barrier was weakening. It was not supposed to do that. Not yet. Long ago, they had placed a barrier with one clear rule. Earth must stay alone until the danger was gone. Humanity had been powerful once. Too powerful. To save the galaxy. Humans were pushed into isolation, allowed to forget who they truly were. On Earth, strange things began to happen. Space telescopes showed stars bending in impossible ways. Radio signals echoed back with no source. Astronauts reported brief moments of darkness where space should be bright. Scientists argued. Governments stayed silent. No one spoke the word barrier. No one knew it existed. In deep space, warning lights filled ancient control halls. Old systems woke up, systems built to watch humans, and nothing else. Messages were sent across the galaxy. Earth is active again. Some races felt fear. Others felt anger. A few felt hope. If the barrier failed, humans would return to the galaxy, and history would repeat itself. Back on Earth, a small research station detected something impossible. A perfect curve in space, circling the planet. Not natural, not random. For the first time, humans touched the edge of the truth. And when the barrier pulsed again, stronger this time, one ancient voice whispered a single warning into the void. If Earth breaks free, the galaxy will not survive a second time. The truth about humans was older than Earth itself. Far beyond the barrier, ancient records opened for the first time in thousands of years. Images filled the dark halls of the Watchers. Stars burning, fleets destroyed, worlds falling silent. At the center of every image stood humans. Long ago, humanity was not young or weak. They were explorers, builders, and warriors. Their minds learned faster than any other species. Their ships adapted in battle. Their weapons grew stronger the more they were used. And when they were threatened, humans did not surrender. The galaxy remembered that fear. To stop total destruction, the Watchers made a terrible choice. They erased human history. They sealed Earth away. They allowed humanity to forget its power and begin again as a simple species. On Earth, scientists pushed deeper into space research. The strange curve around the planet was now clear. A perfect shell, not made by nature, not made by humans. Some feared it, some denied it, some wanted to break it. Hidden beneath Earth's surface, something else awakened. Ancient machines buried deep in forgotten places. began to respond to human presence. Doors open without keys. Lights turn on without power. Humans did not notice yet, but the planet did. In space, the Watchers felt something worse than fear. The barrier was not just a prison. It was a lock, and the key had always been human DNA. Every human carried a spark of the past inside them. Knowledge, strength, memory, not in the mind, but in the blood. Then it happened. A child, playing near an old desert ruin, touched a strange metal surface hidden beneath the sand. The machine came alive. Symbols glowed. The ground trembled. Across the galaxy, alarm screamed, because the secret humanity carried had just begun to wake up. The moment the barrier weakened, the galaxy noticed. Hidden sensors, silent for ages, suddenly came alive. Ancient maps updated. A single world, lost in millennia, returned to every star chart. Earth was visible again. Alien fleets stopped mid-flight. Messages spread fast across distant systems. Some called for war. Others demanded caution. Everyone remembered the old stories. The human world had been found. Near Earth, space twisted as the last layer of the barrier collapsed. Light bent and folded. Then it was gone. For the first time in history, Earth stood open to the universe. On the planet below, chaos followed. Satellites failed, and then restarted with strange new data. Military radars tracked objects that should not exist. Governments rushed to control the sky, but no weapon fired. Above Earth, alien ships appeared. They did not attack. They waited. The fleets were powerful, yet they kept their distance. They scanned the planet again and again, confused and uneasy. Something was wrong. Humanity's energy patterns were changing. Deep beneath Earth, ancient human systems fully awakened. Long-forgotten defense networks powered up, hidden inside mountains, oceans, and even the moon. They did not need orders. They recognized their creators. Humans were no longer just watching the stars. The stars were watching them. A message formed across alien channels, simple and clear. Humans are active. Fear spread through the fleets. Because the old records were true. Human technology did not sleep. It waited. On Earth, people looked up and finally saw the truth. The sky was full of unknown shapes, silent and massive. Humanity had been found again. And somewhere deep within the planet, a final system came online, sending one ancient signal into space. We are awake. Earth changed in a single day. When the ancient systems fully activated, the planet responded like a living thing. Old machines hidden for ages began to rise. Mountains opened. Deep oceans glowed with soft light. The moon itself sent out quiet signals. Humans did not understand it yet, but their world remembered them. Across Earth, people felt it. A strange calm, a sense of clarity. Scientists noticed human minds working faster. Soldiers reacted before orders were given. Engineers solved problems they once thought impossible. The past was returning. Governments tried to stay in control, but the truth was larger than politics. Humanity was awakening together, not as nations, not as enemies, but as one species. In space, alien fleets pulled back. Fear spread through their ranks. Human ships had not launched, yet human power was already visible. Energy fields formed around Earth, natural and precise. Old alien records were updated with a single line: human potential confirmed. For the first time in millennia, humans sent a message beyond Earth. It was not a threat. It was not a plea. It was a statement. We remember. The galaxy listened. Ancient enemies, long hidden in deep space, also heard the signal. They had feared this moment. They had hoped humans would never wake again. They were wrong. Human defense systems tracked every movement in space. Not to attack, to understand, to prepare. On Earth, people stood beneath alien-filled skies, no longer afraid. Something inside them felt familiar. This moment had happened before. Humanity was not rising in anger. They were rising with purpose. And far beyond Earth, something ancient began to move toward the solar system. Because the final test of humanity was about to begin, the ancient enemy arrived in silence. Their fleet was massive, dark, and old. They had once ruled much of the galaxy. Long ago, it was humans who had defeated them. That defeat had started everything. The enemy expected fear. They expected chaos. They expected war. What they saw confused them. Earth did not attack. Human defense systems tracked the fleet, but did not fire. Human ships stayed near the planet, calm and steady. A single message was sent into space, clear and simple. We know who you are. The enemy replied with threats, reminding humans of the destruction from the past. They believed humans would repeat history, but humanity had changed. Millennia of isolation had done more than hide humans. It had taught them patience. It had taught them value. Humans now understood the cost of power. Earth sent one final message, heard across the galaxy. We could end you, but we choose not to. The enemy hesitated. They saw it then. Human weapons ready, yet silent. Human systems powerful, yet controlled. This was not weakness. It was choice. The ancient fleet slowly turned away. Across the galaxy, worlds watched in shock. Humans had not returned as conquerors. They returned as guardians. Earth's barrier did not rise again. Instead, Earth opened paths between stars. Humans shared knowledge. They defended weaker worlds. They kept the balance they once shattered. The Watchers recorded the final truth. They isolated Earth to protect the galaxy from humanity. But humanity chose to protect the galaxy instead. And for the first time in history, the universe slept peacefully, knowing humans were watching.